Hey, how's it going, Levi? I just want to say thank you for giving me this opportunity to work for the Founders Club. And working on this email project was really fun. I think I learned a lot. And if I was given more time, I'd definitely fleshed out a lot more than it is in its current form. Anyway, the problem you wanted us to solve was to create actionable information from an email. And before I started in the code, I outlined everything out essentially through this Gmail right here, or this Google Doc. And I separated into use cases. The use cases I wanted was to parse an email file to utilize data, create data that's beneficial to the user, accomplish this task of email and text notifications. Now, given the time frame, I was only able to accomplish the email notifications, but like I said, if given more time, I'd definitely flesh out the um, rest of the usability of this program. Anyway, here is the project itself. Right now, I just have two functional.py files. The first one is main functions, which is like the hub of all the functions which will be used in notifying the user. So the email function file is being used, or the efunct, and when the text is implemented, it'll be here as well. All right. And if you go over here, this is my email functions.py. This is where all the magic happens, per se. Now, essentially what happens is if I call, say, a EML method, the efunct method, it goes over here, and the input of the email processor is the file name, which would be whatever .eml file you have, and it essentially opens the file, decomposes all the information using email parser, which separates that email data into header, body, etc. And I used several libraries to strip out important information, because in its original form, this was a bit unactionable, let's say. So to do that, I used libraries like regex, re, I used email.mime.txt, multipart, beautiful soup, especially beautiful soup in the body. But anyway, yeah. If we go through here, this is essentially all the methods I use to decompose the body and the header. Up here, I decompose the header content. Right here, like for example, email date, email from, email to, the subject. And here is the body decomposer. Right here, I decomposed the body, and I took information like the library, the contact info, checked out data, and I separated all of those using beautiful soup. As you can see here, this is a beautiful soup object. And I also stripped the HTML tags by creating my own custom method, which is strip HTML using regex. All right. Down here, it's further processing, and ultimately, this entire function amounts to this actionable information right here, which is a list of two dictionaries. The first one is the header dictionary, which contains all the relevant header information, and the content dictionary, which contains all the relevant content information that returns that. And that is essentially the processing part of the .py file. And down here is where it actually sends the reminders. Now, the way I chose to do this was via templates, because that seemed to be the most efficient given the time frame you gave us. So here I have a couple templates. Oh yeah, this is the this is the destination email, and this is the Gmail account I created to send the reminders. There's a password. This is gonna be your email, so you get a little spammed about it, but don't worry about that. Anyway, hold on. There we go. But yeah, So that would be the destination area email. Anyway, these are the templates. This is a normal reminder template. I use that format because I felt that was the most efficient way to do that. And there's also a late template as well as a fee reminder template. Now, in the future, I would definitely include a lot more templates than these, including a custom template, which you'll see later. This is also, this right here is the subject templates. So these subject templates would correlate to the actual body templates right here, and that's associated through these. Now, these are cases where the input would be the reminder type. Say if it's a normal reminder, put normal into into the .py. Oh, there we go. Into the email reminder method, as you can see here, and it will send you a normal reminder email, which utilizes the normal reminder template, subject template, and the normal reminder body template right here. And that goes for every single type. Normal, late, custom. That hasn't been fleshed out yet. That will be done if given more time. Fee reminder, which essentially sends back how many fees you owed. Current book takeout, how many books you currently have taken out. As well as actually no, this will be fleshed out too, as well as the due in a week reminder. All right. And it signs the message. Otherwise, it sends a normal reminder. And here is where it sends the email. So essentially, I use MIME multipart, which is a function from the email library. Here, I create like the from, the to, the subject using message. And I attach the message and I send it via my via port 587 for gmail.com. I think it's the SMTP gateway for gmail.com, and I start that. I log in with my Gmail, send it, and I quit. All right. Now these are this is the send date function. Here, this is where I determine which date or which notification type to send. And here I use what was that now? I use I use datetime, the datetime module / library, and I essentially compare the due date and the current date, and I determine what notification is appropriate. As you can see here, I use time delta in order to determine how many days is left towards the due date or after, which will yield a negative number. And it's returned here, essentially. All right, so from here, if you go back to the main function, there's a conditional that if the send date is due in a day, then it sends a normal email. If it's due in a week, it sends a due in a week. If it's late, sends a late email template. And that's essentially the case. And I'm going to do that right now. Hold on. Alright, that's my email destination. Now if I click send or run, it's gonna take a little bit, but it should eventually send the email to my email account. All right, let me pull it up. Ooh, I'm running out of time on this free trial. Okay, so yeah, as you can see here, these are the email notifications. Seems like they all work. Got a book due in a week. Oh, don't mind that. So yeah, this is how it works. And I hope you enjoy this. And hold on. Yeah. Well, I hope you like what you see. I'm going to release another video to explain what I learned. Thank you.